don't mind me. I like to play with kaleidoscopes and stuff. I used to have an account. I still do. It's on Instagram where I did a lot of different kind of kaleidoscope art. This is like some of my grandson's toys. I guess this thing here. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, you're supposed to get it on your hand, and then it's a sensory toy, and you're supposed to be able to. I don't have it on right, but it's supposed to slide up and down your arm. This thing here, I'm not talking about what I'm supposed to be talking about right now, but that's so cool. I mean, anyway, don't grow up too fast. You know, go outside and play with rocks for a little bit. Okay, that was one that I tried to remove paint from. You can see it has a lot of potential on it. Okay, that was one of the redstones. I found another one I was working with, but you can see if I held it this way. I see kind of a cat shape with the ear here. It has a paw. I'm sitting on a trampoline, okay. A paw right there. And the tail goes this way. Nose, it's kind of hard to see. There's a back paw right here. It's like a little lion cub or something. Its nose is there. Okay. I'll put that down. This one, I have another video about it. Okay, you see an animal head here. Mouth is open. So nose, open mouth. There's an eye. This is really a trippy piece. Well, we could see like this human face right there. I put a little paint there to indicate like some teeth, the lips. You can see the nose. Now, what's interesting about this, you'll see there's another face right here looking to the right. I mean, there's a lot of things on this one. Like you can see different kind of bears. There's a bear. If I turn it this way, this area here becomes like a nose. You can see the nose right there, bear nose. That gives you an idea, like where, you know, there's another bear head right there. Like this culture just kind of likes creating things, and it's things that they are familiar with, and I can keep turning this different ways and see different things. But what I noticed most of all on this one was teeth marks. And what I can also feel about it, if I gotta back out, is there's a bone inside here. Like right there, you can see the bone sticking out. It's as if all this crystallized stuff on the outside is a gristle. And they're cleaning it off. There's other areas, like here, there's teeth marks going this way, like someone was using their bottom teeth and scraping the meat off of this bone. I don't know what kind of bone it was. I don't know what animal it came from. You can see in there. But it's the leftovers of something, and they're literally playing with their food. So it's some kind of large, thick bone. And actually, if you look at it, it does kind of look like a piece of meat, a little bit. Okay. And it kind of changes your perspective on things like rocks, you know. You know what? I remember I was somewhere with my family. We were doing something with a group of people, and I can't even remember what, but it's like this was the only thing I picked up in that area. You know what? I think I know where it is. I just can't. Okay, but it's a nice little piece of crystal. Or is it crystal, or is it like one of these? It's a good question. I was able to turn it one way and maybe see an animal head, like the nose here, an eye there. This way too. Ear, nose. Oh yeah, this right here. That feels like bone. And then you've got, wow, that's kind of crazy. I'd have to look on that better to see if I see teeth marks. That's possible. Wow, that would be so weird. You see the little face on that? That's very possible. That could. Anyway, I have another video where I was talking about this piece, and it does. At first glance, it doesn't look like anything. It just kind of looks like a conglomerate rock. It's got like some fuzz on it, some dirt, but look right in there. There's thread. I know if I turn it certain ways, you can see the thread markings going in this way too, like right there. 1, 2, 3. It's like what I'm just gonna get right to the point. I think it's a piece of like turtle skin, okay, or some kind of reptile skin. So you get all these little bumpy textures, and it's kind of rolled up. There might be a face looking to the right here. So yeah, this is not a natural rock. It is. I mean, you would see it that way now. There's another piece of thread right there. All that really black stuff. That is thread markings. That's not the natural rock. There's like the one time I was doing this, I was able to show how this was kind of like rolled up in a way. That was cool. And I think this right here formed an ear, that triangular spot, and then there was an eye there, and maybe a nose. Okay, all right. So this one I found right out in the back of the condos, right. Flip it out this way, out there, right behind there. I guess this is what they call feldspar, and there seems to be a lot of that around here. So all right, so this is where you see, I just call this a roaring bear, but it could be a cat head. This piece of mica right there, that's an eye. There's the nose. Now go back here. This is the ear. Its mouth is wide open. There's a big tooth right there. It's kind of more like quartzy. It's hard to see, I understand. You've got a couple teeth right in there. That mouth is open, so if I was to put my finger inside, my thumb inside the mouth, there it is. So do you see it now? There's its nose, eye, there's an eyebrow, ear. Okay. And that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to turn it so you can see what the whole thing kind of looks like. So it looks like it's chipped out of this. But even this side, like if I turn it different ways, you can see something going on. Okay, I noticed like this kind of human face with the nose here, lips here, his eyes over here. It's not an easy thing. It's like when you have like all this like texture, it just kind of creates noise, so it's very hard to see the image. And that's kind of the same thing with this. But if you can kind of let your brain do its job. So I notice, okay, right here, there's an eye there too. The eye. There's a nose here, and I'm not sure what kind of animal this is, but it also has an open mouth. The ear is back here, so I'm not sure, but okay, but that's an eye, nose. Sometimes the light changes it. You can kind of see some teeth. You see, okay, so human, what was that nose? It's right there. Human face over here to the right with the nose here. Animal face with the eye here and the nose there. I won't spend too much time on that, but I understand it's not easy to see that. What can I say? I have eyes for things like this. Okay, this thing might look like, I found this at the beach, might look like a piece of granite. It just, when I looked at it, I noticed there's thread markings going along the edges here. And yeah, you're going to ask, how do you sew a rock? I have no clue. No, this is probably some kind of animal skin a long time ago, and it just kind of petrified. But you see that face? Yeah, you can kind of see that there's like a bit of a stitching line going up on this side too, right there. Right? It's like when you start seeing all this stuff, you start asking yourself, like, I've been lied to all this time. I don't know. Have you been lied to? That's interesting, because that could be like an open mouth. Let me see something new. How about this guy here? I'm just picking it up. I tend to forget. I think that's like some kind of bear looking to the right. Interesting. I've not seen this. Interesting. Kind of wonder if that's like a tool. Is maybe a scraper. Kind of make out if that was an animal head, it would be looking to the left, but it's not very definitive. It's pretty. You see like a kind of a skull-like face down at the right. I'm just going to turn it randomly, as I'm not sure what I'm looking. Oh, there's another face looking to the left. animal head looking to the right, ear here. Oh, wait, I think I remember this one. I think this is like a mastodon here with the trunk coming down this way. I'll have to take a picture of that and add it to my Mammoth Monday group, which today is Monday, okay. Sometimes you know that there's mammoths and things, but you just can't, they're just not clear enough. This one has like a face on this area. I'm not sure exactly, but this might be an agatized tooth. I have no idea. I question a lot of things that look like quartz, but you can see a face here with the mouth there and the nose, and there's an eye very faintly showing. But also if you turn him, I believe if you turn him this way, there's another face in there. But it's a pretty piece. It's nice. You know it's been worked. Oh, there it is. You can see him. He's looking up. There's the nose there. The chin down here. You can see all these kind of like a headdress type of thing going around him. I don't know. I seem to recall this. Was I drawing on it? There's something about it, and I just don't remember, I don't recall. I should get back to whatever I was doing before. That's interesting. Sometimes I do just, I do put some things in the tumbler. Nice to find something that's been tumbled. I have a nice piece of this thing here. This was like some tumbled granite, and I just like the shape. I have some slag in there. Oh, okay. Sometimes you wonder, like when you see something that's triangular shape. And one day I was looking at it, I go, oh my gosh, it's a bat. Check that out. So I really like this one. It's like a triangular shaped bat. So there is something about, I've seen like bats in some of this artwork. There's little head is. I'm not sure what else I'm looking at here. This one has little pieces of garnets in there. Oh yeah, this face is looking, there's a garnet at the very end of this guy's nose. Looks like there's a shape of an animal. Is that a bear? Oh, yes. That's what that is. It's a bear with lots of garnets on him. I don't want to talk about that when I start throwing paint on stuff. Oh, this is pretty. This I found at the beach. And it's like a lavender type color. But it's very questionable. So when I turned it this way, I was like, oh, Do you see the face? Do you see the face looking to the right? Now, let me point it out. Eye, nose, lips, chin. The neck is here, and like this scalp lock here. It's like a Native American. And it's very questionable. What was this formed from? I mean, you got this kind of, it looks like, almost looks like intestines. I don't know. Something's going on here. I don't know, but that is pretty. See that? All right, well, I think I took up enough of your time. I just need to make some content, I guess. Have a nice day, everyone.